Hamilton, how you doing, buddy?
Oh, yeah, oh, you small.
Looking for something.
Good boy, what a good boy.
I don't have to tell everyone here that police work is sometimes a stressful job and a difficult job. But even as a busy county executive, I'm always happy to take time out to pet a dog because dogs help us relax. I have 2 little puppies at home. They're small dogs, but they do wag their tail when I come home, and they're very excited to see me and very unhappy when I leave. They bark. They don't want me to leave because I walk them, take care of them, and whatever. And the idea with Hamilton is that he's going to be there to comfort our police officers. And I got to tell you, if you're coming into a precinct, it's a difficult day, and you see a nice dog like this come up to you, and you go to pet him, and he starts wagging his tail, some of that tension and difficulty that you have as a police officer leaves you. So Hamilton is not an attack dog. He's not going to go after the bad guys. What he's going to do is provide a calming influence for our police officers. And that's important. It's important because pets help us. I know not everyone's an animal lover. I happen to be one. I've always had dogs. I have 2 dogs now, Lucky, and the other dog was actually my mother-in-law's dog, but she lived with us and she died, so it's our dog now, Taco. So, and Lucky is a Bichon Frise toy poodle mix, a little white fluff ball, and Taco's a little terrier mix, and they get along. And my job is to walk them as soon as I get up, and they're very happy. They love to go out on the street. I have to put a harness on both of them because they take off. And they love to see what other people are doing, and then they jump all over you. And when I come home at night, they run up to you. They're looking to pet you and calm you and relax you and make you forget about the difficulties of the day and focus on them. Animals have a way, and animals are very intuitive. They can feel your mood, and they are there to help us. And that's what Hamilton is going to be doing. So I'm going to talk a little bit about Hamilton's boss here. And here's 2 of them standing right behind me, our Commissioner of Police and then our Chief of Police. So Commissioner, I'm going to turn it over to you.
Thank you, County Executive Romaine.
Do you want to introduce some of our luminaries here today?
Sure,
Starting with
I
our
have,
Police Foundation, our Deputy Commissioner, our Chief of Patrol, our Head of the PBA.
so I'll start with Deputy Commissioner Belinda Groneman. I have from the Police Foundation, Lou Titone. I have Chief of Department, Bill Doherty next to me. I have Assistant Police Commissioner Dara Martin here, Assistant Commissioner Drew Biondo in the back as well, and various members of our department here as well. I have
Including
PBA
Tom.
President. We have Tom Joy, of course, here. I have
Great last name.
PBA President Lou Civello, and I think it shows, how important it is and how happy everybody is to welcome Hamilton to the police department. And I want to thank Puppies Behind Bars, too, for their generous donation of Hamilton to the Suffolk County Police Department. Puppies Behind Bars is a fantastic organization, and I don't know, maybe George will talk a little more about it, but basically what Puppies Behind Bars does is they bring dogs into a prison, and those dogs are then raised by the inmates in the prison. Specific inmates, obviously, inmates that, can be trusted, for that kind of assignment. And the dog lives with an inmate and is trained from a very, very young age until it gets to a certain point, I think 6, maybe 8 months, or maybe a little older than that. And then what they do is they bring in a law enforcement officer into the prison for a warm handoff to that law enforcement officer. So George Politis, our Suffolk County police officer, spent time in an upstate prison learning all about Hamilton and again, taking that warm handoff from the inmates in prison. So it's a really unique concept, but it works great, and I think we have a fantastic product in Hamilton as a result of it. So I want to thank them for their generous donation. I also want to thank the Police Foundation, Lou Tutone, for their generous donation for all the ancillary costs associated with the dog, upfitting the car, food, all of that stuff. So thank you very much to the Police Foundation for that. We had a few people who were instrumental into this. Rich Bastides, he's up here too, I think somewhere. Rich, okay, sorry, right behind me. Came from he has an understanding of wellness, police wellness, and we talked a lot about this dog, and we're glad that we could, get it moving forward. So thank you, Rich. But I want to also talk about the less cute partner of Hamilton, George, a little bit more, right? So when we came up with this idea, George immediately came to mind to me because I knew George, and I know that George is an organizer of people, whether it be for a basketball league, a cornhole league, or just getting people together. And he has a real knack for that, and it's just a skill set that you can't teach. He has it. But on top of that, he's an almost 30-year member of law enforcement. Started with the NYPD, and he's been with the Suffolk Police Department for well over 23, 24 years, I think now. He's a well-respected member of the Suffolk County Police Department. He worked as a school resource officer for a long time. He's a union delegate, and he's somebody that most people in the police department look up to for a lot of reasons, because he's really big too. But that made him, in my mind, a natural choice for the job. And when I approached him with the idea and sat him down for a formal interview, I said, there couldn't be a better candidate for this job, right? He everything that I thought he was, and we couldn't be happier to have him because Hamilton's great, but the handler needs the respect of the police department in order for the dog to work efficiently. And I think we really have that in the Suffolk County Police Department with George. So thank you, George, for all you've done with Hamilton and all you're going to continue to do. So about Hamilton and the concept. So last night, ironically, we had our annual police awards ceremony, and we celebrated some of the outstanding work of the members of our police department over the last couple of years. Some incidents happened prior to 2024. Most were in 2024. And the incredible bravery that's displayed by our officers on a daily basis just continues to blow me away. And we heard about, again, some really heroic stuff that they did. But the sad fact is, when those officers go home at night and lay their heads on a pillow, that's all over. And they have to struggle with the things they've seen, the things they've experienced, whether it be a shooting, whether it be the tragic murder of a child. All of that stuff weighs on your soul. And oftentimes police officers don't have an outlet to help them with that. And so Hamilton is part of a bigger program to really help with the wellness of our police officers. And we've all experienced, tragedy in the police department when it comes to suicides. And over my career, I don't even want to remember the friends that I've lost who are police officers to suicide. So it's very hard to measure what doesn't happen. But as the county executive said, when you're having a bad day and you see a dog, it always puts a smile on people's faces. So that's really the concept of it, right? We want to get Hamilton out to interact with our police officers. And George, who can understand and recognize some of the issues that officers might be going through, the combination of that, we're hoping will help with the mental wellness of our officers. And it's a simple concept, but it's nuanced, and we need skilled people to do it. And between George and Hamilton, I'm pretty sure we have that. So, yeah, great program. We're super excited to have them. And, I think now we want to put a badge on them, right? County Executive Domain?
Absolutely.
Okay, so,
So, give me 1 second, Commissioner, please. We're gonna move this out so everybody can come in. If you guys wanna come up closer for the badging, come right ahead. Hold on a second.
George can understand what Hamilton needs.
Can you come on over here, please? Hamilton, there you go, buddy. Hold on, you guys wanna get in closer? Yeah, hold on 1 second, guys. Commissioner, give me a minute. Everybody wants this, that's why they're all here. Hold on, not yet.